How can business owners and company managers increase sales? Let's talk about this right now. My name is Serhi Heros and I am the sales trainer who enhances sales departments. The success of any company depends on the business model. For example, I often talk to business owners who come with a request to increase sales. They start talking about sales departments and internet marketing, but not a word about business models. The business model provides many answers to questions about the target audience, customers' purchasing power, their number, and what needs to be done to attract them. And this is extremely important. Therefore, from the business model, we can obtain information about competitors. Are there companies in the market that can meet the needs of our shared target audience? Can your company answer the question? And how can you stand out among competitors in the market? What is your competitive strategy? A company can interest a client by highlighting the benefits they will gain with us, or what they might lose by choosing someone else. Do you know enough details about your competitors, or do you think it's not that important? There is growth potential in the business model. These are the segments of the target audience and your unique features for each of the segments. You probably knew this, but how thoroughly have you worked on it? If not, it could be reducing your sales. For example, where does your competitor work with your client? And have you listed all the advantages that the client rejects? And this repeats every day. Because of this, your company may receive hundreds of rejections, so work thoroughly on the target audience segments. Conduct customer development and create a clear deal closing strategy for each segment. Do you want a dashboard to manage your business? And what should you do if you see low conversion rates in segments? That's right. Work on your advantages and perform exemplary deal closings with difficult clients so that your sales team can replicate the established deal closing strategy. Next, ensure that the product is competitive, that our company truly stands out from others, and specifically how it does so in each segment. And if not, we study the technology of building a competitive strategy and create a product that surpasses the existing products on the market in a number of properties. Next, we determine how effectively the customer retention system is working and how effective the customer retention system is. Sometimes companies have low sales levels because they attract attention, but fail to retain it. In this way, you are simply growing a customer base. For example, your company completed a project, you got paid, and that's it. Goodbye. The clients did not return to you. In other words, there is no upsell and cross-sell offer. Once you have ensured that you have something to sell for upsell and cross-sell, you need to understand how you attract and acquire the customer. For this, you can create a step-by-step funnel. First, create lead generation. A prospect is the contact information of a client, while a lead is someone who has raised their hand and shown interest. To ensure a steady flow of clients to the company, it is necessary to have a target market and continuously collect contact information from regular customers. Lead generation can be active. It can be passive. Active, for example, stimulates the market through advertising. Here, the client leaves data while browsing social media, watching videos on YouTube, attending events, and offline activities. In passive lead generation, a company analyst searches for clients. He compiles a list of potential clients, and the salespeople make cold calls to introduce these clients to your company. Since they are not affected by active lead generation, they are your target audience. The main part of sales is pushing the client to the deal with sales technique. Prospects and leads are the raw materials for the sales department. Set up the lead generation department correctly for the sales department. When there is a connection between lead generation and sales, client management will work well. He is responsible for customer service, the logic of repeat sales, and monitors who is responsible for sales. What we sell, what we upsell, and what we cross-sell to the client, how we retain the client, and how we manage client loyalty. These are all important functions. It is very important for effective sales in the organizational structure of companies to ensure that the sales department does not search for people or handle production organization. Also, for example, people responsible for attracting clients should be focused solely on this. Now, a question for you. Does your company have a structured, easily understandable organizational structure for all employees? Because if not, then it is a problem. It is important that according to the organizational structure, the people involved in attracting clients are focused solely on this. A well-structured business process should involve the interaction of the lead generation department, the sales department, and client management. Once the system is built, metrics can be considered. It is important to introduce lead generation metrics, advertising reach, traffic, obtained conversion, cost per lead, etc. The sales department has its own metrics, and to increase sales, it is necessary to introduce a metric for the intensity of the sales department at this level. In other words, how many calls or negotiations does your manager make in a day of work? It is also important to consider the quality of calls. Sometimes we tie this metric to compensation. This metric greatly affects the level of sales. Implement standards and you will see sales growth. Start measuring the conversion rate of each manager. Start measuring the deal cycle and track how many stages it takes for a manager to close a client. Find the person with the lowest indicators and develop technologies and standards that you will implement for all managers. Launch internal training sessions in a game format to hone managers' skills. This is just a small part of what can be said about increasing sales. To learn more about sales effectiveness and get a personal consultation from me, subscribe to the channel or message me on my social media. Contact details are in the description below the video.